So we're out early this morning, headed to Schwabacher Landing to do some wildlife viewing and hopefully get some glimpses of the Tetons, but it's really cloudy out this morning, so hopefully we get some good views of the mountains as well. Just walked the car. We're headed out here. Hopefully see some wildlife and some beautiful sunrise on the mountains. Hopefully we get to see some moose. This spot's known for otter and beaver. So we'll see what we can see. Got a little stream running in here. We got a beaver dam here, so hopefully we can catch some wildlife. Just overlooking the beaver pond. Don't see any animals yet though. Alright, we're just a couple miles up the road from Schwabacher's Landing. We just left there. This is the Snake River Overlook, which has a good view of the S-bending Snake River. This is actually the spot that was made famous by Ansel Adams. This black and white picture from like the 40s. Alright, we're just a little bit further back up the road, back up the river, upstream. This is the Oxbow Bend turnout. This is a great place to spot moose, so we're just stopped here, see if we can see anything. see a duck. But the water's crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
See anything?
Mm-mm, just ducks.
That's all I see too.
And water bugs.
Alright, just further down the road again, or further up the road, however you want to look at it, we turned off onto Cattleman's Bridge, which is a 1 mile long, unpaved road. It should take us out to a peninsula for some water and hopefully wildlife views. Apparently back in the day, Cattleman's Bridge was named for the bridge that the cattlemen made over the river so they could move their animals back and forth. This was the spot where the wooden Cattleman's Bridge existed from 1950 until 2001 when they removed it because it partially collapsed. It's definitely scenic. It's so quiet, you can't even hear the river move. Alright, we just drove up a windy mountain road to Signal Mountain, where there are 2 lookouts. We're going to first go over here to the Jackson Point lookout. Wow, quite the view of the range. Looking out over the valley. According to the Apple Watch, we are at an elevation of 7560. Walking back up the car, drive down a little bit further to the second lookout that's up here on Signal Mountain. It looks out all the way down to the town of Jackson, or Jackson Hole, as it's most famously named. And we are walking up to the second lookout here.
Yeah, just outside.
We should be able to see all the way down the valley to Jackson. So you got the Teton Range over here. Look out all over the valley. I don't really know where Jackson is. It's kind of hazy. I don't know if it's obscuring it or what. Just pulled into a pull off here along the side of the road for some mountain views of the Teton Range. Biggest ones here, we've got Grand Teton, which is the biggest of all of them. Over to Mount Moran. You can see it's glacier there. Mount Moran is 12,605 feet high. You can see Skillet Glacier on its east face. We just pulled off here at the Jenny Lake Overlook, and has a great view of what they call the Cathedral Collection, which is 8 peaks that all reach up over 12,000 feet, except for one of them. Of course, Grand Teton is the highest, 13,000 feet. Over 13,000 feet. The lake is 6,800 feet in elevation, so it's over 7,000 feet to the peak. Now we're walking into the Jenny Lake Visitor Center. There's also a boat launch here to ride a ferry across the lake. We're just stopping to see the visitor center right now. Alright, the 3 girls just spent all of our money at the gift shop. Now we're going over to check out the visitor center.
It's okay, but I told you I would get you something.
I do have a stove. So again, you know, we don't want to give the smell of
That's a different artwork in there.
All right, hey, I'm gonna make my way around. It's good to see y'all.
We got a model of the Grand Teton's mountain range, and they're marked with a letter and a key. I'm going to point out some of the cool ones that you may know. The letter G is the Grand Teton.
That's perfect.
Then letter P over here is Mount Moran.
Alright, we're just a little bit further south now, working our way down the valley towards Jackson. Downriver on the Snake. We are at Menor's Ferry, which was an old town, and I think it had an old like cable car system that took you across the river back in the day. So we're just gonna walk out here and see this old town. An old log cabin.
On Noble hosted a landmark meeting in this cabin. Yellowstone National Park Superintendent Horace Albright joined them as political students. Launched a plan to plant the seed for the creation of Grand Teton National Park.
So this used to be Summer's house.
Mm-hmm. Have a collection of old wagons here. Stagecoaches. A couple different styles. Looks like this is their old ferry boat. It's the old ferry that they used to use. Here we have the old general store. And this must be the old ferry trolley. And here's Menor's Ferry. They used a cable to pull that across the river. They use the current by turning the boat to pull it across. There's the launch on the other side. The old church, and they still hold Sunday services. It looks like they have overflow seating.
Just summertime, that's exactly right. There's a Catholic church that's on the north side that's still running the Catholic.
It's a neat little place here, Menor's Ferry. The little ferry system they had was pretty cool, where they have it on a cable, and they use a river current to pull it from side to side. We're gonna get back in the car and we're gonna continue south. The park exit is probably only a quarter mile down the road. So we're gonna head out of the park, continue on through Jackson Hole, Wyoming, over to Victor, Idaho to check out Idaho. And then I think we're gonna come back and explore Jackson Hole before heading back into the park and back to our hotel. We're headed up the pass from Jackson to Idaho, Victor, Idaho. We just got to the top of the Teton Pass coming up out of the Jackson Hole Valley. Now we're headed down the other side towards Idaho to the Teton Valley side. I don't know how many feet in elevation we gained, but it was a lot.
8,200.
Up over 8,200 feet. Coming into Idaho.
It's the banana list. Banana list.
Just pulling into Jackson, Wyoming. Just rolling through downtown Jackson, Wyoming here. Got some horses in town. We go from stagecoach to Cybertruck. Alright, we just had dinner here in Jackson Hole tonight. Walking around the town. Saw the old-fashioned shootout at the town square. Now we're headed back to the car to head back to Grand Teton National Park.
Did they make a Sienna all-wheel drive? Is that the one?
There's one of the minivans like